How do you convince your kids that you, the parent, actually know some things about some things, and sometimes you do know what you're talking about? Well, if you really do have an answer to that, please put it in the comments. There might be some parents out there, me included, who would be interested in your answer. In the meantime, though, just know that Vanessa is really struggling through this question. I think she's struggling through this question on season 2, episode 3 of 1,000-Pound Best Friends. In this episode, Vanessa is watching her son Jacob really just be very nonchalant and indifferent about his weight. He's approaching almost 500 pounds. The doctors recently diagnosed him with diabetes, and he says he doesn't really care. He'd really rather just be on the couch. What should Vanessa do to get him to take this seriously? Now, 1,000-Pound Best Friends is obviously not a parenting show, but it is interesting how questions around parenting showed up in this episode. So we already talked a little bit about Vanessa and her struggles with Jacob. Take a look at this scene to see how he reacts to the idea of losing weight.
Baby, I'm kind of lost right now. I feel like you don't understand the severity of the situation. Life, Jacob. This is your life.
I don't know. I mean, you waited 44 years, and the only reason you did it was because your doctor told you you had to. I don't really care what the doctor has to say. I just would rather be at home, sitting on the couch watching TV or playing my games.
I'm trying to hold my cool, but on the inside, I'm screaming, crying. I'm not going to bury you, son.
So it's clear that Vanessa has her work cut out for her here. Jacob, who I believe is 20, maybe 21, is technically an adult, and he can live whatever life he wants to live. But Vanessa knows there's a better way for him, and I just hope that Jacob sees that soon too. One other challenge is that Vanessa's sister is like enabler to the max. Even as Vanessa is trying to convince Jacob to lose weight, her sister is bringing over milkshakes and French fries and trying to convince Vanessa that this is normal and Jacob should get to enjoy this. So as if parenting is not hard enough, now you got Auntie over here making it even harder. Good grief. The other mom on the show, the only other one out of the 4 best friends who has kids, I think, is Tina. And this is another question of parenting. When do you ask for help? When do you stop and say, you know what, this is actually too much and I need help? Unfortunately, Tina has a lot going on. And I think it was the first episode of this season. The plumbing in her house just really got messed up and the house flooded. They can't live in the house. So Tina, her husband, their 4 kids are in a hotel room. But also in the hotel room is Tina's best friend, Meghan, who's one of the best friends, and Meghan's partner, Johnny. So I think his name is Johnny. Anyway, so that's 8 people in this one hotel room. And there is some back and forth on Facebook, by the way. Did they really stay in one hotel room? Some people who are in the hotel industry say there's no way they would put them all in one room. But anyway, we don't know. Anyway, they're all in there and Tina is overwhelmed. She says it a few times this episode that it's too much. She can't take care of all these people. She can't clean up after all these people. She can't feed all these people and also take care of herself. Now, maybe you've never lived in one hotel room with 7 other people with a camera crew and trying to lose 200 pounds all at the same time, but I bet you can relate to this idea of being overwhelmed by your responsibilities and just when do you stop and ask for help? It seems kind of in line with what we see with Tina's personality, that she's the only one of the 4 best friends who does not want to do weight loss surgery. I think at this point, she is still saying that she can do it on her own. If she just stays focused, she can lose the weight. But is that not the message that we're getting, Tina? You don't have to do it all alone. You can ask for help. Kind of an interesting little piece of side information here. A day or two before this episode aired, Tina posted kind of like an homage to Meghan on her Instagram. So, you know, Meghan and Meghan's partner live with Tina in her house. And Meghan's been getting a lot of flack for that on social media. A lot of people are wondering, why did 2 grown-ups live with this whole other family? Anyway, Tina posted kind of like, I'm so glad Meghan is here. She helps me feed the kids and get them breakfast. She wakes up early and does all this stuff. And I just love that she's here. And I thought, oh, that's nice. But then I saw this episode and I realized that maybe Tina posted that because she knew that she had kind of been hard on Meghan in this episode. Overall, Tina is very consistently, yes, I like that my best friend lives with me. This is good for me. I love this. But in this episode, we got a glimpse of another reality, another possibility that maybe this is actually just too much. And Tina needs a break. Okay, let me know what you think. How can Vanessa convince her son to take his health more seriously? And how can Tina stop herself from feeling like she has to be Superwoman to everyone? Let me know what you think in the comments, and then we can plan here to either meet in the comments or we'll meet in the next video. Keep talking about these besties. All right, take care. Bye.